Finding the right fit, getting the right people on the bus and in the right seats. Have you ever felt like you're in the right company, but something just isn't clicking? Maybe you love the people, you believe in the mission, yet every day you dread the task on your desk. Or maybe you're drawn to a field that fits your talents, but the specific role you've been given leaves you drained and frustrated. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Today, we're talking about finding the right fit, not just getting on the right bus, but making sure you're in the right seat. This idea comes from Jim Collins' book, Good to Great. He uses the bus as a metaphor for organizations. Great companies, he says, make sure they have the right people on the bus and in the right seats before deciding where to drive. In other words, who comes before what? Because without the right people in the right seats, even a brilliant vision doesn't matter. In this video, we'll explore why job fit matters, how misalignment impacts morale and results, and what leaders and individuals can do to create real congruency. We'll also look at research showing that people and environments should fit. Job satisfaction, when that happens, rises, commitment strengthens, and turnover drops. So grab your notebook and let's talk. Imagine joining an organization, values resonate with yours. You believe in the mission, you admire the leadership, you're proud to be there. But every morning you feel tension in your chest. You do what's asked, yet you're bored or overwhelmed. That's the feeling of being on the right bus, but in the wrong seat. A person can be in the right organization, but the wrong role. You may be the right person, just not in the right seat. That misalignment creates tension and frustration. It doesn't just affect morale, it affects the quality of your work. As my journal puts it, it's one thing to be excited to go to the place you work, but it's another to hate the time while you're there. When you hate the task you're assigned, enthusiasm fades. You stop bringing your best self. Eventually, you start questioning the organization when the real issue is the fit. Jim Collins puts it plainly, you need the right people on the bus, the wrong people off the bus, and the right people in the right seats. Even the right people can fail if they're mismatched to their strengths. Got to look at congruency, the vertical and the horizontal alignment. So, what does it mean to be a good fit? Researchers call it person environment fit. When the attributes of a person align with the environment, the results are powerful. Higher job satisfaction, stronger commitment, and lower turnover. All things that great organizations look for and desire. Fit has two dimensions. First, person organizational fit. Do you have the values that align with the organization? Second is the person and job fit. Do your skills and interests match the role? The vertical is your values, calling, your purpose, your why. The horizontal is your skills, your strengths, your task. Congruency means those line up. When they don't, you go off balance. As I wrote in my journal, the vertical must match the horizontal. A heart cannot do what a lung can do. It will be miserable trying. Some people are finders, relationship builders, and door openers. Some are minders, organizers, and team managers. Others are grinders, detail oriented, precise executors. When someone is placed outside their natural wiring, frustration and poor performance follow. That's why congruency matters. What is the cost of misfit? Misalignment isn't just uncomfortable, it's expensive. Research consistently shows that poor misalignment undermines job satisfaction and increases turnover. One study found that person job fit strongly predicts commitment. When people feel aligned, they stay and want to perform at the highest level. When they don't, they disengage, they leave. Meta analysis shows that good fit leaders to greater engagement, better performance, more innovation, lower turnover. Poor fit does the opposite, and turnover costs more than just money. It drains institutional memory, institutional knowledge. It disrupts teams and erodes trust, which is hard to build and takes a long time. On a personal level, misfit leads to stress, burnout, and a loss of joy. You lose your why. We've all seen it. The creative stuck in spreadsheets, an analyst forced into cells. The role doesn't just fail them, it drains them. It fills the organization and the team. What's the leader's responsibility? This is where leadership matters most. Leaders are responsible not just for hiring talent, but for placing it well, placing it in the right location. Great leaders don't just ask, are they capable? They ask, are they fulfilled here? If not, what can I do and where do I need to move? Once the right people are in the right seats, the problem of motivation largely disappears. The right people don't need micromanagement, they're internally driven. A leader is responsible for getting the right people and making sure they are in roles that are fulfilling to them and productive for the organization. Because if someone stays in the wrong seat long enough, they get stuck, they get bitter, and they want to leave or not perform. Leaders must act early, clearly, and compassionately. That means hiring for values, not just skills, reassessing fit as people grow, clarifying expectations, creating supportive environments, and addressing misfit without shame. Misalignment is not a moral failure, it's a placement problem. What's the role of coaches in such a situation? What if you're unsure whether you're in the right seat? That's where coaches matter. A coach helps a person examine where they are and determine if that's the right place for them and the organization. Coaches ask better questions. They help you name your strengths, your values, your blind spots. They help align your vertical and horizontal and making sure those align and cross at the right place. If change is needed, they help you navigate it. Better to adjust your seat early. What can you do now? Here are some practical steps you can take today. Reflect honestly. What energizes you? What drains you? Seek feedback. Others often see strengths we overlook. Communicate early. Frame conversations around contribution, not complaint. Invest in growth. Sometimes misfit is a skill gap. Stay open to change. Fit evolves, and that's okay. For leaders, make fit conversations normal. Don't wait for disengagement to speak when you notice disengagement. Act early, act often. Finding the right fit is not a one time event, it's an ongoing alignment and adjustment, a calibration between who you are and what you do. When it's right, work becomes meaningful. When it's wrong, even great organizations feel exhausting. Great leaders know that getting the right people in the right seats comes first. When congruency exists, everyone wins. Hey, I appreciate you watching this video and hope you look forward to the next one. If this helped you, subscribe for more conversations on purposeful leadership and like this video. Please share your own experiences with FIT in the comments below. Until next time, stay purposeful. Thank you, and God bless you.